Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. My name is Takhsh, an immigration attorney from Chicago. I've been doing this line of work for over 10 years, helping individuals and families maneuver their respective immigration journeys. A common question that we normally get at the office is from an individual who has a conditional green card and is looking for advice because they are experiencing marital problems. And that's significant for a number of reasons, and we'll go over those reasons today. First of all, when you have a conditional green card, that green card is valid for 2 years. The reason you received a conditional green card in the first place is because at the time that the government issued your green card, your marriage was less than 2 years. And so the government gave you that 2-year green card with the proviso that, hey, we're giving you this green card, but in a little bit, we want to see you again just to make sure that you're still in a relationship with that person and everything's great, that you're living together, sharing finances together, all that good stuff. And so prior to the expiration of your green card, the conditional green card, exactly 3 months prior to the expiration of it, you get to file a form in order to change your 2-year green card into a 10-year green card. Normally, you file the form I-751 together, jointly with your spouse. You provide evidence of cohabitation, of commingling of funds, lots of photos, itineraries of vacations together, in order to prove to the government that your relationship was, is, and will continue to be bona fide. A lot of times, however, individuals experience certain marital problems, and that really creates some issues from an immigration standpoint, because your spouse is no longer going to be signing off on the I-751 with you. However, the government gives you an opportunity to file the I-751 by yourself. And so on that same form, there are 3 boxes that are usually applicable to most of our clients. First of all, the first box says, I attest to the fact that my relationship was bona fide, but that it ended in divorce. And so if that applies to you, you check that off and you file the waiver-based I-751. The second box says that my relationship was real, however, I was subjected to battery or extreme cruelty. And so you file the I-751 by yourself. And the third box that normally applies to our clients is that I will experience extreme hardship if my application were not to be approved, if I were to have to go back to my country. And so importantly, you don't have to choose among the 3 boxes. If all 3 apply to you, you check off all 3. If 2 out of the 3 apply to you, you check off 2. And so here we have an individual who is at the cusp of a relationship falling apart. He or she comes to us and says, hey, what do I do? Well, I will repeat to them exactly what I just told you. However, I will also say that you don't have to wait until your divorce is finalized in order to file the I-751 by yourself. You can initiate the divorce proceedings and give evidence to the government that the divorce proceedings have started. Now, what that will do is that at some point in the next few months, the individual is going to get a request for evidence saying, hey, you told us that you were at the cusp of getting divorced. However, you didn't provide us with a divorce decree. So please provide that. So hopefully by then your divorce will have been finalized so that you can respond to the request for evidence accordingly. I do want to go back to an important point as it relates to filing the I-751 by yourself. Now, remember, you have to show that your relationship was bona fide and that it fell apart through no fault of your own. However, there's another criteria that you have to meet, which is that you're a person of good moral character. And so we normally include a police certificate showing that this individual, but for a few traffic citations, has no criminal background. Perhaps we will include some evidence that they are volunteering at the local church, mosque, synagogue, what have you. Maybe a local soup kitchen, all that good stuff. Because you have to show that you're deserving of the grant of the waiver, in addition to qualifying for all the other reasons. And so I hope I gave you a brief summary of what to look out for when you're filing the I-751 by yourself. And of course, we're always here happy to answer your questions, and I look forward to receiving them. Take care. Until next time.